it took for you to start seeing your first results?
Not long, really. I feel like I saw results like quite like in the first few weeks.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Menorca last year, I felt like I didn't speak much at all, and I felt like I've had quite a fear of like speaking. But like now, while I've been in Barcelona here, like I've just been talking to everyone, and yeah, I think that keeps me going. Like when people say that like I speak well, and then it's like okay,
Okay. So today I'm here with
Alana.
Alana,
Oh,
who need to learn Spanish for.
just interest, general interest, and just wanting to be able to speak it.
Okay. And well, we're going to ask her some questions to see how her progress has been during the last months that she has been working with me. So, first question, introduce yourself. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Who are you and why did you need, if there was some special reason or what made you start learning Spanish?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Alana. I live in Kent in England. I've been studying Spanish for like 5, 6 years. So I started in school. And I've just been wanting to keep that up now that I've stopped going to school. And so that's when I joined Able. I saw his Instagram page and I thought it was really interesting. I'd been keeping up with like Duolingo and stuff, but obviously that doesn't really work. So I wanted to try something different. And yeah.
Okay. So, if you had to name your biggest struggle at the beginning when before starting with us, what it
Mhm.
was?
Probably like just fear of like making mistakes and that's stopping me from going further.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have like a real example of that situation that you remember in some real situation, maybe with friends or maybe while traveling, something like this, that you
Yeah.
really felt that this was happening?
Yeah. When I was in Menorca last year, I felt like I didn't speak much at all. And I felt like I've had quite a fear of like speaking. But like now while I've been in Barcelona here, like I've just been talking to everyone and just trying. So
Because we are in Barcelona.
yeah.
She came here for holidays. So,
Yeah.
okay. This is not in the questions, but how are you feeling now that you are here in Barcelona? You are speaking with natives.
Good.
So, are you feeling
Yeah.
like it's
Confident,
working?
good. I can understand people. And yeah, just being able to communicate, which is obviously like the foundation, like the fundamentals of what
One.
speaking a new language is. So yeah.
So, what did you try before? You told me a little bit of Duolingo, something like this.
Yeah.
Something else?
I used to watch I watch Spanish shows, read books, well, a book. um, just like consuming like content, like all of my social media is just like videos, like Spanish videos and stuff. Duolingo, and yeah, just like that really.
For how long?
Since I finished school, so since like last year, June, maybe.
Okay. Okay. And what was the moment where you felt or where you decided, okay, that's enough. I need to change something. It was, do you remember any particular moment where you said, I need to find a solution or I need to do something different?
Yeah, I think it was sort of just like I got frustrated that I wasn't going further, and actually felt like I was forgetting things that I'd already learned in school. And then your ad came up, and I just kind of thought like, wow, this sounds amazing. This is like what I need to do. I need to try something different
Mhm.
because obviously I've done like all the learning like in textbooks, like in classes and stuff like that, and I'd not tried like this sort of what do you call it? Like, ay, me olvidé la
Uh,
palabra.
Puedes decirla
This
en español.
this, like, approach, that's the one.
Okay.
This approach.
Okay. And what did you see in this approach that it was like different from other things? Because I guess when you express any way that you have an interest in learning Spanish, a lot of ads are
Mhm,
coming up, right?
mhm.
Or apps or teachers or whatever. So, did you see something different that you said, okay, that's where I want to be, or this is the way that I think it could help?
I think the main thing was, like, that it's not a weekly class, like, every Monday, for example, I'm not on a call with you, like, for an hour. just doing stuff that I'm then not really going to implement in my week as I go along, and then just forgetting everything. So I think your approach is very different, and like the things you do, they're really, I think they're really helpful, and like it's very like an immersive way to learn. And with the workshops as well, I love the workshops. I try and join as many as I can.
All of them.
Yeah.
She's joining more workshops than I do.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think like it's because it's a different approach. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what were you expecting in the first weeks or months?
I had no idea, to be honest. I had no idea. Um, I just thought, let me just try it and see what it's like. Because obviously it's something different. I've not done this before, like tried this approach before. So I just thought, let me just see what it's like.
Okay.
Yeah.
And during these first months, what did your practice look like? How it was for you? How what were you doing?
So I was sending the voice notes, watching the videos, sending the voice notes, and just trying to talk as well, just like in general about my like daily life, not just like the practices. But I think like in the beginning, I did because I didn't know what it was. It was still new to me. It took me a second to like warm up to it. I think like if you remember, like when I first started, I didn't send that many voice notes,
Hmm.
but like now, I think like I do send more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long it take? How long it took for you to start seeing your first results?
Not long really. I feel like after the first like once I warmed up to it, and then, you know, like started the workshops, I think the workshops as well, like they're really good. It's really helpful like being able to talk with natives, and I think that really helps. And you pick up like different words and stuff that they use like day to day that you don't learn in textbooks or like in school. Um, but I think I saw results like quite like in the first few weeks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was something, or it was something, there was something that surprised you in a good or in a bad way? That you said,
Um,
"Oh, I didn't expect this to be like that," or in a good way, I
yeah.
guess.
I think just like the general classes, like just well, not the classes, sorry, but like the like just talking to you, like sending you the messages. I think I didn't fully understand what that was going to be like, and like I said, like I think it took me a second to like warm up and like realize, okay, what do I have to do? Like some of the questions I struggled with, I remember like I didn't know how to answer them. But now like I understand how it works and everything. I think it's all good. But
Wonderful.
yeah, what about you?
How mm, how did you fit your Spanish? Or well, do you remember what was your biggest struggle in order to try something more practical at the beginning? Because you told me you were doing like in school, right, on
Mm,
Duolingo, something like this.
mm.
So it was something holding you back until that moment to try something more practical.
Probably, like, paying, but I
Okay.
think it's worth it now.
That one.
Like, I just
Okay.
wanted to try, like, all the ways that are free, but I know that I want to be able to speak fluently, so I think I just kind of decided, like, "This sounds good, let me just try it," you know, and if after the first 3 months, if I don't like it, then I just don't continue.
Mhm.
But it was good, and I am continuing, so
Uh, okay. Do you remember what was your first, if you had your first I did it moment? A moment where you maybe now in Barcelona,
mm,
or I don't know, maybe in the workshops or in any type of experience that you had with natives, where
mm.
you said, this I wouldn't be able to, I would haven't been able to do this 3 months ago or 6 months ago.
Um, I think yeah, just in general, like when I've been speaking to natives and stuff, here and on the calls as well. And they're always so nice. Like they're always like, "Oh, you speak so well," and all of that. So it's really
Mhm.
nice. It's a nice confidence boost.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that keeps me going. Like when people say that like I speak well, and then it's like okay, I just need to keep going. Because yeah, it's fun. I just like talking to people,
Mhm. Yeah.
like talking to people in another language and like learning
Mm.
the different culture. I think.
And also, I think that you use a lot all the resources that we got, because at the end there's a lot of people that they pretend or they think that I
Mm.
do magic. That it's like
Mm.
I throw magic dust and they speak Spanish, and it's like if you don't join the workshops, if you
No.
don't participate, if you don't send me this is not a recorded course or one lesson a week that you
Mm.
do and magically you speak Spanish.
Spanish.
It's like
No.
I need your help. But in your case, you are using all the things that, and
Yeah.
even more because even you have practices, you are speaking with me, so and you're participating in all the workshops. So this is how Spanish is really built when you
Mm.
are not living in Spain. It's one of the fastest ways, right? Okay, how do you, or what did you do, or what do you do in bad days when you are like, "Hmm, I don't want to, or I don't feel that I want to speak." You just simply don't do it, or even that you try to force you a little bit to, okay, let's do
Mm.
something.
I don't think I have days where like I don't want to speak, but maybe it's more of like sometimes I do get days where it's just like I can't think of the words and it's just not coming out and everything's just going wrong. But I think you just have to keep pushing even through those days. It's like, you just have to try. I'll just speak like with Spanglish, get
Mm.
myself like try try and get through it. But yeah, I think you just have to do it. I think if you've got a real passion, like to actually learn the language, if it's actually for like a genuine interest, not just like, oh, I have to learn this because I'm going to go live here, or I have to learn this because I'm going to work here, but you don't actually enjoy it, then it's going to be hard, like to get through those kind of days. But like if you actually have an interest in it, then you know you'll want to do it, even if you're struggling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, hmm. Are you nervous or do you feel fear or did you feel fear when when you were seeing that you were making mistakes in front of natives? Like for example, in the workshops or in any other situation
Mm.
where you have to speak with natives, do you have fear or do you get nervous when you are making mistakes or when you see that the other person is not understanding you, this type of situation?
Um, no, I think before, yeah, I did, but like now that I've been doing the classes and everything, I think it's less so, and I just try and find other ways around saying what I want to say if they don't understand what I'm saying. But yeah, now I don't really, because it's like everyone makes mistakes. So it's a part of the process, and you
Okay.
just learn from them.
Okay. What do you think? Because in your case, you previously, before starting with us,
Hmm.
you had a base
Yeah,
of Spanish. So, um, a lot of times, some people talk to me saying, I cannot do where you show on your Instagram or on your
yeah,
whatever because I feel I'm not ready or I don't have this base of Spanish. So I'm going to build it by studying or this type of things
mm.
for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then I will start speaking. What would you say to a person that thinks that way?
I started somewhere. Everyone has. You have to start somewhere, and I think that there's no point like reading the textbooks and stuff like that. Obviously, that did help with like my like base Spanish, but that's because that's what I had to do because I was doing it in school. But I think if I could go back, I would much rather do like this kind of approach. It's more fun. It's so boring, like just reading a textbook, trying to like memorize grammar. It's This way is so much better to get started. So I actually think that's even better if you don't know anything.
Mhm.
Just do it.
Yeah, at the end, the people thinks that they have a very clear picture of how they learn their native language,
Yeah.
but when they think about how to learn
Mm.
another language, they
Mhm.
think that the most logical path is going to be start learning how to read, then how to write, and
No.
at the end speaking. And it's like you did this just the opposite. It was
Mm.
that way is against nature. So the natural way is the first thing you learn how to do is
Speak.
speaking, right? And
Mhm.
by receiving the input from your parents or from your environment, and that way,
Exactly.
step by step, you are building your Spanish.
Mhm.
Okay. And what would you say to somebody that maybe says, I don't have time? Because that's another big issue, right?
Mm.
One is I don't have a base, but the other is I don't have time, so
Time.
I cannot do it.
There's always time. There's always time. I think especially like the format that you have for how we do our learning, just record a voice, just get out your phone, record a voice note, instead of scrolling on TikTok for 5 minutes, watch the video, record a voice note and send it. There's always time. You don't need loads of time to do it. It's just like as if how you're talking on the phone with a friend, you just do it but in Spanish.
People
So
think that they need time because they think they're going to study Spanish. So it's
No.
like when they if the idea was I'm going to study Spanish, I would be the first to say I don't have time because I don't
Mhm.
want to do it. So when I don't want to do something, I'm the first one to find an excuse or oh, I'm so busy, I'm so whatever, right? But I always ask them, do you speak English every day? I was like, if
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, of course. It's like, well, so what's holding you back from doing it with
Mm.
Spanish, right? So
I think it's just an excuse because 'cause they're
mhm,
scared to start,
mhm.
so you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand because it's normal to think I don't have time when the plan is we're going to have a meeting every Wednesday,
Yeah.
6
Mhm.
p.m., right? And then I'm going to send you homework. You're going to fill in blanks. And next week, you need to complete exercise one, two, and three. But it's like, this is never the plan.
Mm-mm.
So, okay, what would you say to a person that says, I'm going to do Duolingo, and in
Yeah.
that way, I'm going to 100% sure I'm going to be able to speak.
Have fun. Good luck. Good luck. You're not gonna you'll get some basics. I mean, it helps with some vocab, but you're not gonna get very far. I'll
Mhm.
tell you that. I
Okay.
had a streak of like, I don't even know how many days, like maybe 1,000 days. And it didn't really like, if I look back, that's not really what helped me. It just helps like just to remember some vocabulary, but you're not gonna learn how to actually speak like you know how to speak Spanish through Duolingo.
Mhm. People treat it like a learning resource, but not as a game. But it's like it's a game,
Mm,
so
yeah.
we cannot base your or your to have the intention of I want to have real confidence when I'm
Mm,
speaking here. Like for example in Barcelona, it's like I'm going to need to speak Spanish
mhm.
all the time, and it's like yeah, let's get inside the old, right? And look for vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I never tried to convince anybody. I said streaks off 2,000 days. And it's like, continue.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
How far are you?
You are not still speaking. And also because those people, if you then we mix two things. The I don't have time, that's why I do
Mm,
Duolingo, because it's
mhm,
just 5 minutes a day. But when you put it together, it's like if you've been doing Duolingo for 2,000 days, 5 minutes a day, how many
mhm.
hours are this? And
Loads.
it's like if those same 5 minutes you
Mhm.
would spend them on speaking,
Yep.
maybe you would be speaking, right? It's like,
Mhm.
no, no, I'm going to keep your my streak. Good luck. Uh, do you have or would you say what would you say to the 3 months ago, Alana?
I'm
Sure.
glad that you did it.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that I, um, like, actually just took that leap and just said, you know, "Effort,
Mhm. Okay.
let me just do it."
And let's finish with a sentence or with something that you would say to a person that is in the same position than you
Mhm.
when after trying Duolingo or in your case in school. So before starting that, what would you say to a person that is about to start or it's not sure, he or she is not sure about should I do this or not? What would you say?
I'd say, like I said, just go for it. Just yeah, just try. What would you lose really? What do you lose? Like, it's gonna help anyway. Speaking Spanish is gonna help. So, you know, if you decide that it's not what you want, it's not like you've wasted time. You still were practicing. So yeah, I say just do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So wonderful, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alana.
Thank you.
And that's it. If you want to know what's exactly what we do, click here in the description, and you will discover, and you will be able to do what Alana is doing here in Barcelona. You are you enjoying Barcelona?
Yeah, it's
Do you
really
have
nice.
any? This is apart from the interview, but it's going to be a tour also. What
Mm.
has been your favorite place in Barcelona?
Mm, New York, the club.
I was going to tell you, don't say a club, but it's okay.
No, it's really pretty. We still need to go to Park Royal. We've not been. I want to go check that out because I think that'd be nice. There's like a little view or something that you
Mhm.
can see, the whole of Barcelona. But I think just like looking about, it's just really pretty. Like the architecture's really nice. Yeah, it's nice food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. I hope this was useful. And that's it. Thank you very much. So, if you are in a similar situation, maybe you've tried apps, lessons, or teachers before, but you still cannot speak with confidence, I hope this video has helped you see what's possible. And if you'd like me to take a look at your case personally and see whether I can help you finally start speak Spanish with confidence, there's a link below. Click there and we will analyze your specific situation. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.